Hi everybody. Here is a kind of a summary and overview of Module 2. So in this module, we're going to be looking at 21st century teaching and learning. We do have a Zoom session, which is on September 14th. I have the Zoom link there. It's also should be in the calendar. And you can also just click here on Zoom in our classroom and you'll be able to get in there. I really encourage you to join the Zoom and participate, but you won't be marked down or anything like that if you don't come, but then you have to do all the collaborative work on your own and you will miss out on some of the stuff. I will record our Zoom session and I will post it. So the general activities that we have for this module is I would like you to read and review some articles and watch some videos on 21st century teaching and learning. I also want you to read, review, and write about the ISTE standards for both students and teachers. There's a video that you need to watch before our Zoom session on the 14th. During the Zoom session, we're going to do a collaborative assignment activity. So if you're here, you can work on that and you can get that done and be done with that assignment. And then the reflective journals, which are due on the 20th, and they're going to be 2 required posts. So that means that leaves you 3 additional things to write about for yourself. Now, if you don't make it to the Zoom session and you have to do the activity that we did during class on your own, that one is also due on the 20th. So everything you have to turn in is due on the 20th, but I have a couple things you need to do before we have our session. All right, enough of that. Here we go. So this is part 1A. What I want you to do is develop your understanding of 21st century teaching and learning. So read through the materials, and here is your first required reflective, the prompt for your reflective journal. So after watching the videos and reading the materials presented in part 1, I want you to be able to discuss how your concept of 21st century teaching and learning has changed. And please be specific. So that's one thing that you need to write about in your journals. The next part is, so here are some of the videos. So these are 2 videos to watch. And then these are 2 articles to read. So you just click on the links here and it'll take you to those articles. So remember, you're going to use those videos and these articles to reflect and write in your journals on if your concept of 21st century learning has changed and how specifically. So next we're going to talk about some technology standards. These standards are developed by ISTE, which is the International Society for Technology and Education. These are not necessarily officially adopted standards in California, unfortunately. A number of states have adopted these, but these are used often in conjunction with our Common Core standards. So for those of you who are going into education, you should have already experienced Common Core. If not, you will. And these are ways of integrating into the Common Core as well as the NGSS, which is the National Science Standards. So these are just the different standards ISTE has, and then something to think about in terms of why standards are important. So your first assignment for the ISTE standards is to go over the standards for students. And it's really important that you look at all the assignment details before you get going. But essentially what you're going to do is you're going to open a Google Sheet, and when you click on this, it's going to prompt you to make a copy. I am not going to make a copy since I already have a copy. Oops, sorry. But this is what it's going to look like. And let me move my recording window. There we go. So what I'm going to have you do is I want you to look at the ISTE standards. So if I click on those, it'll bring up the standards here. So we're going to look at the standards. You're going to open the Google Sheet. Here's a little tutorial if you need some extra help on Sheets. And I want you to choose 2 standards from each of the topics. And you're going to review the YouTube video for the standards that you're going to address. And then these are the things you're going to do. So in the Google Sheet, I have an example. So the main topic is empowered learner. And let me go back to the standards and show you. So here's empowered learner. Notice that there's 4 different sub-standards in here, right? So the main, I call them a standard, but the main topic is empowered learner. Okay, so main topic, standard. The standard is learning goals. So, excuse me, right here, set personal learning goals. So I'm looking at 1A. Notice that I have that here, 1A. The key ideas are choice, reflection, sharing of knowledge. So when I look at these and I dig into the standards, then those are kind of some of the summaries. And then the examples from the video. So notice it says YouTube watch playlist. So here is empowering learner 1A. So I would click on this. I would play this particular video, right? And, excuse me, I would play this particular video. I would go into my spreadsheet here. Examples. So after watching the video, I want to write about the examples from the video. And then talk about your own personal experience that you might have had related to that particular topic. So again, this is an example of what you would be filling in for all of your things. So let's go back to the assignment. You are going to review each topic. All right, so you're going to do one empowered learner, digital citizenship, knowledge constructor. You're going to do all 7 topics. In each topic, you're going to pick 2 standards and you're going to fill those in, the details in across here on your spreadsheet. So you're going to fill in the rows, the topic name, the standard, the key ideas, example from the video, and your experience. So you need to pick 2 of those standards under each topic. So if there's 7 topics, 2 standards per topic, you should have 14 different entries. Please make sure to remove the example I put in there, set the permissions correctly, and then post this to the assignment. The next one is you're going to be reviewing the ISTE standards for teachers. Let me just close a couple of things here. So here are the ISTE standards for teachers. Here are the topics: learner, leader, citizenship, etc. And then here are the standards or the details under the particular topic. So what I want you to do is look through those. You're going to be creating your own Google Doc. You're going to review those topics, and I want you to pick 4 of the 7. Okay, so if we look back on those standards, you've got learner, leader, citizen, collaborator, designer, facilitator, and analyst. 4 out of those 7. Okay, you're going to pick 4 out of those 7, and you're going to write a summary of that topic and of the standards that are part of that topic. Please don't just copy and paste what's already there. You need to write this in your own words, and you want to include why you think this topic is included as part of a list of educational standards for teachers, how the topic and the standard complement the student standards, and which topic or topics you feel you're strong in, and which topic or topics you feel that you need to work on, and include any other reflection on that. So you're going to write that up in a Google Doc. Then before our Zoom session on the 14th, you need to watch this video. This is the collaborative assignment we're going to do during the Zoom session. And then after or anytime your extended learning is to watch these videos, you're going to pick one of those and write a reflection post in your journal, about what you learned, or how what you learned can help you in your future, either as an educator or a student, or in some other capacity, however you want to address that. And then finally, last but not least, your reflective journal for Module 2. Reminder, here are the 2 required posts. Then you'll need 3 more in addition to those 2. And here is that. All right, so let me just pop back in. And again, this is Module 2. And everything that needs to be turned in is going to be due on the 20th of September. And we will have a Zoom meeting on 9/14. All right, hope everybody's doing well. And I will see you in a little bit over a week. Bye.